Hey everybody, this is LKI Live here. Sorry I had to end the stream a little early. I noticed some problems here during this match, and I wasn't sure if anybody else had encountered this problem, so I figured I'd post a video about it and see what had happened. So as we can see here, we're getting ready to start the match. I've got the Rampart 17, and I am running it with an RPG, just because. So, as you can see, I did hug this wall a little bit longer than I intended, but basically what I was doing here was hugging the wall, looking for any kind of movement, listening for footsteps, all that kind of thing. So, as you can see, I kind of scooted forward a little bit, didn't hear anything, so I decided to move through. Sounds like most of the fighting is happening over on the street there, so I'm working my way through. I figured, you know what, there's a red dot, boom, and he laid me out. Bound to happen. There is that problem every once in a while, and it kind of sucks. But so then I come on through here, because you'll notice that I did get the credit for that one kill. Let's see here. And as I come through, I kind of go a little S pattern to get to the far edge of it in case somebody comes through the doorway. Give me a little bit more reaction time to turn and catch them. So as I slide through here, bypass these, that was a teammate. I actually fired on that. That was my bad. Notice all those people up there getting killed. Kill that mesh mine, kill that mesh mine. So teammates starting to get lit up by some of those guys. Now, as you can see here, I kind of circled back through because we've had several of the enemy team that were kind of holding position there. I peeked that guy. Is a little slow in the reaction, but hit the stim shot. Okay, now as I'm standing here, I notice some teammates spawning there. There goes that one. Now, you're going to notice in a minute that I'm going to have some complications here. You'll notice my... You'll notice that my RCXD is close to being earned here. So I've got my drone up there kind of keeping an eye on this corner here. There's a guy there almost dead, and there we go. Okay, so as I get in here with the RCXD, I tried to activate it several times. I would hold the triangle button. I couldn't get anything. Notice the red squares there. So I kind of waited a minute to activate it. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Had to see what kind of confrontation we were going to get out of this.
Your hawk has run out of power.
So a lot of people, whenever I activate, with how I activate, yeah. So I tried to activate that multiple times in the house, and then right there, as I activated it, suddenly it just blew up in my face, damaged me. I did get a stim shot, but on top of that, then I would respawn right in next to all of those enemies when none of the other team was over there. You know, that was something that didn't really sit right with me. I was trying to figure out what had happened. But that was just the start in a pretty decent sized list of all kinds of weird stuff that happened in this match. So we'll get to a point here where my health, you'll see, will be consistently at 104. And I will be trying to hit my stim shot multiple times. It is something that happened in the match. I would try to hit my stim shot, and it just wasn't holding. Like, it wouldn't even register that I was hitting a button. So I got that guy. Noticed that guy over there got laid out. Pull out my Sparrow. That's a teammate there. So I kind of worked my way around, hoping to find somebody up there. Didn't find anybody camping. So kind of work our way through. Check that room with a couple of the arrows. did get a kill, but that guy there got behind us. Now, I believe it was pretty close to this situation here. So we had just spawned in, we're coming around. I'm trying to stick with my team at this point because I had noticed a couple of situations. Earlier in the game, I had some situations with my stim as well. It just wouldn't register. That combined with the RCXD having a problem, quite honestly, it just was really messing with me there. Quite honestly, luckily I didn't do too bad, but I feel like I could have done a lot worse, or a lot better I should say, if I had been able to get what I needed, like when I needed to use it, you know what I mean? So we'll use a drone here to kind of get a peek. So, okay, right here, my health was at 104. You'll notice I'm sitting here like this. I'm trying to use my stim shot. The gun reloads just fine, but stim shot once again is still not going off. The stim shot will not go off for a pretty decent while, honestly. It you know, I'm sitting here trying to stim myself and it's just not going like I need it to. So as we come around, I notice we're coming up on the enemy spawn. 1, 2. You know, it's just it was just massively inconvenient for this. Like, I was trying to figure out why I could not hit my stim shot. So, as you can see up here at the end of the match, we got up here, 96, 97. See, and what killed me was, should be right up here. Yeah, so the game ended right there. My team won. 3.5 KD, that wasn't too bad. Me personally, I was trying to figure out why nobody was having problems with that themselves. For the first time in a while, I had unmuted my mic. As you can see there, Blood Auto was talking. You know, it was just... It bothered me a lot to think they, you know, has somebody developed the ability to hack the game to that extent, to shut down the enemy team's stim shots, to shut down their score streaks, to cause that many issues. I'm trying to figure this out. You know, chances are I won't hear anything about this from anybody. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but you know, if somebody could, like, just start the chain, share this video around. I want to make sure that Black Ops 4 is still that game, still the game that I love, still the game that I enjoy playing. Because if people are able to just be flipping switches and hacking to the point where they can shut down stim shots, shut down your score streaks, make your score streaks explode on you the minute you put them out, I would like to know. Because if you look here at this lineup here of people, currently you don't see a 0, but that happens. So let me try something here. We're going to need to rewind this. We're going to get to that point where I get the 104 health here. Okay, so as I'm seeing it, they still do not have a 0. Now let's take a look at the moment with the RCXD, because that was a pretty pivotal moment there. That was a rough one to go through. All right, so right about here, we're going to watch this lineup here.
Power low. Shutting down.
Alright, so this guy here killed me. Okay, so you'll notice that did go off right in front of me, and it did spawn me in the middle of all the enemy team, and there is no 0. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. Something is not right. And it definitely needs to be figured out. I'll be sharing this video myself on my Twitter. I'll also be sharing the link on Facebook to try and get people to spread around. Not getting my hopes up on that. I am going to be doing everything I possibly can to make this situation known, because this kind of issue right here is something that should not be happening. Black Ops 4 is a game that I absolutely love. I have loved from the day that it dropped. Not a fan of Blackout. I'm really not. But that's because Battle Royale games are not my thing. But this kind of situation here, there is no zero. My RCXD should not have blown up that quickly. You know, my gun wasn't firing randomly, which proves that the button wasn't sticking. It just... There were a lot of things out of this that should not have happened, and I would like to have them looked into. So, if anybody knows how to contact Activision on the idea of this kind of situation, please let me know. I went through theater mode. I checked several of the usernames involved. None of them looked like they were doing anything fishy. So, you know, it may have just been a glitch, it may have just been a set of bugs, I'm not really sure, but they did affect the quality of the game, they did affect my quality of play at that point, and I gotta say, I can't have that. So, Activision, please, if you ever see this video, I want you to look into it ASAP. This is very, 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 very fishy, and I don't like it. I don't want this game ruined by hackers. You know, I just received word that Modern Warfare 4 has been announced, that it looks like that's going to be dropping within the next year. I don't want Black Ops to be outdone by Modern Warfare. I really don't. I don't want to see that. Black Ops is something that I've always been very passionate about. So if you want to keep this game alive, you want to keep the community alive, you want to keep the community honest, please put an end to this issue. I love you guys. Thank you all to everybody who watched, and please enjoy your time. Peace.